Welcome to the Drew Messmer Show on the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network. Join us each week as we go inside Forest Park basketball with head coach Drew Messmer. Now for the Drew Messmer Show on the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosmer Communications.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Hey everyone, Joey Chestnut here, world champion competitive eater. I follow Southwest Indiana Sports Network, and if you're hungry for sports, you should follow them too.
Follow the Southwest Indiana Sports Network at swisportsnetwork.com or search Roku for our channel at SW Indiana Sports Network.
And welcome to this week's Drew Messmer Show. And Coach, last week you took on Du Bois on Saturday. Why don't you recap that game for us?
So Saturday was a special day. In general, you know, we had a lot of festivities going on before the game. We had the 93 sectional team come back, and we celebrated their 30th year anniversary. That was part of the best game ever played in Memorial Gymnasium between them and Jasper with the Scott Rowland and Bob Bayman game, I guess people would say, with the back and forth fourth quarter. So I know a lot of our fans were excited to have them back. They came and talked to our guys, which was great. You know, just a great atmosphere. But, you know, with that, you know, maybe I'm giving my guys a little bit of an excuse, but, you know, just having some of those different things out of their routine. You know, it was our first home game. We were used to 4 times in a row, or really 5 times with our Bloomfield scrimmage. Show up to the opposing gym. 53 minutes early was my sweet spot. They, you know, changed their shoes, shoot around. JV takes the floor with 20 minutes to go and whatever. So now you're at home, and I think just kind of some of these extra things kind of, to be honest, I think kind of threw them out of their routine and out of their rhythm. So first quarter was just, I mean, it was nasty, nasty basketball. I would go as far as to say both ways. It was, you know, Du Bois was beating us 11-6, but the turnover battle, we had 8 first quarter turnovers, and they had 6. So 14 first quarter turnovers, just pretty rough. Second quarter, they beat us by a point. You know, we had a few more turnovers. I think we had 13 in the first half, which had led to 7 points for them. They had 4 or 5 offensive rebounds that was 6 points for them. So just, you know, honestly, just a lot of lack of execution or carelessness with the basketball, which was disappointing, as well as, you know, they've got 7 seniors on the roster, and a senior that's pretty good, and they outworked us and out-toughed us, and you know, it's just one of those things where, you know, we're confident we'll bounce back, but, you know, it's a lesson that they can't have retaught to them again. You know, it happens one time and you move on. But anyway, into the second half, you know, we start the half off, I think, with like maybe 4 turnovers in our first 6 possessions again. Just couldn't really get any momentum going. And despite how poorly we played at one point there early in the fourth quarter, we cut their lead to 37, and crowd was starting to get into it a little bit more, and thought we had some momentum. And then, sure enough, we turned it over a couple times. You know, they're able to extend the lead out. So, you know, when you turn the ball over 22 times and you know, don't shoot a tremendous number from the line, 24, 37% from the field. It's just, and give up, you know, offensive rebounds at the rate that we did. It's just not a recipe for success. So, you know, to be honest, I took our huddle film and I clipped it. I took the first 8 minutes of the first quarter of the game, and I broke it down into 44 clips of things that they had done wrong in first quarter. I'm not down on our guys. We know that we're young. We've got to fix we just have to fix a lot of things, and they have to know, they have to know what we're trying to achieve here. They have to know the rotations they're missing and the box outs they're missing, things like that. And just for us to be good from the get-go, when we first started talking, I told you we got to be a great defensive team. We got to take care of the ball, and we got to take great shots. And I don't know that we did any of those things, and that's what ultimately led to DuBois showing up on our home floor and beating us for the first time in 10 years. So, just a learning experience. But as I said, I made it clear to our guys that this can happen once in a season, but it can't happen again. So, we look to bounce back from that one and then move on and have a short memory on it.
And I'll tell you, not to take anything away from the game on Saturday, but the anniversary, I mean, the 93 sectional game was one of the best games I've ever seen in any high school or college. It was unbelievable. I mean, Bobby Bayman and Scott Rowland will forever be linked with a lot of people. And if you guys, and if our listeners haven't seen the game, it's on YouTube, and you got to go watch it because it's unbelievable.
Absolutely. I believe there was 80 points scored in the fourth quarter total.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's just unbelievable. So just being around those guys too. I mean, just such a great special group of guys. Just they're great people, super successful. They came in. They had a great message to our guys about what it means to play for our school and how much they miss it and all that stuff. It was great having them back.
And you've been listening to the Drew Messmer Show. We'll be back right after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosmer Communications.
Do you have old videotapes and films sitting around your house? Let Milligan Communications convert them to DVD for you. VHS, VHS-C, 8mm, or Beta. If they are videotapes, Milligan Communications can do them all. They can also convert 8mm, Super 8, and 16mm film. DVDs would make a great Christmas gift. Call Milligan Communications today, 812-630-2449 for more information.
You dream it, we create it at Street Dreams. Custom paint, fabrication, stereos, wheels, tires, and more. We're also your authorized Sinister Sound dealer. Street Dreams, 317-624-1000, where you expect quality and get.
At MAD, we believe in zero. Zero fathers who aren't there for bedtime. Zero mothers who miss the first day of school. Zero children who never come home. We believe in zero victims of drunk driving. With MAD, your support adds up to zero. Because we believe in a hug on the first day of school. We believe in another bedtime story. We believe in no more victims. We believe in zero.
Hey everyone, Joey Chestnut here, world champion competitive eater. I follow Southwest Indiana Sports Network, and if you're hungry for sports, you should follow them too.
Follow the Southwest Indiana Sports Network at swisportsnetwork.com or search Roku for our channel at SW Indiana Sports Network.
And welcome back to the Drew Messmer Show. And we're joined by C-Team coach of the Forest Park Rangers, David Lesk. David, how you doing?
Doing all right. How are you?
Yeah, doing really good. You're a graduate, a 2016 graduate. In your time, you were the assist leader at Forest Park. Why don't you tell us a little bit about you and where you've been since you're starting with your playing days?
Yeah, so I graduated in 2016. Really enjoyed my time here at Forest Park. I active in other sports other than basketball, but basketball is one of my favorite things. So didn't quite have the success I would have liked as far as our team goals. We fell just short my junior and senior year, but still made some pretty nice memories that I'll still remember. And then after graduation, I went away to college for a couple of years, and I ended up lucking back into a job right back here teaching. So I was able to get right back in with the program.
Yeah, I was asking Drew if it being a requirement to be an assistant coach at Forest Park, you had to play for Forest Park.
Well, it might seem like that, but it's not necessarily. It is nice seeing that everybody on the coaching staff was a part of it and kind of know what it's about, what goals are, and where we kind of set ourselves at.
And you're the C team coach. You tell us a little bit about the C team this season and some of the players on the team.
Yeah, so we have we're 5-3 at the moment. Some pretty nice wins, some losses that I think we could have overcome, but still to this point, pretty good season. Now the roster kind of varies from day to day. We'll rotate some guys up with JV. Maybe they didn't play as many quarters as they would have liked. Get a little bit more experience with me, kind of back and forth throughout the week. So it's a little bit of fluctuation there, but a couple of guys that have been consistent with me every game. Jared Berger, he has been with me every game as a freshman. Will Pearson, who's a sophomore, has been with me most of the games. So we've got some guys in there that some experience, and then some newbies as well that are have to learn pretty quick.
Well, and Coach, what do you think about the varsity season to this point?
To this point, I think that we have definitely learned a lot about ourselves. We learned that we need to grow up pretty quick as far as just not having that experience that maybe some teams that will play on the schedule have. Most of those guys there's only been a few of them that have played some meaningful minutes at the varsity level. So definitely some learning curves here at the beginning, but it's something that definitely that this team can overcome. But played well at times, and then at times there's definitely things that we see things that we can improve on.
And are you guys like the varsity? Have you guys? I know the varsity, they were road warriors the first 4 games. Or have you been road warriors, or are you able to go to Beekler Arena?
So my schedule's a little bit more not so much road heavy here at the beginning. We kind of vary back and forth. We've had our fair share of home games already. I know being on the road early with the varsity, just playing at home and not having to travel and getting to play in your own locker room, your own gym, in front of your fans is something that also helps as well. So not quite the road warriors like the varsity team has been.
And what upcoming games do you have?
Well, tonight, I guess on Monday the 19th, we play at Jasper, and then we play next Tuesday after Christmas at Gibson Southern. We get to play a couple of teams there, Gibson Southern and Princeton.
Well, Coach, good luck the rest of the season.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. And you've been listening to the Drew Messmer Show on the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Roaster Communications. We'll be right back.
At MAD, we believe in zero. 0 fathers who aren't there for bedtime. 0 mothers who miss the first day of school. 0 children who never come home. We believe in 0 victims of drunk driving. With MAD, your support adds up to 0. Because we believe in a hug on the first day of school. We believe in another bedtime story. We believe in no more victims. We believe in 0.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Do you have old videotapes and films sitting around your house? Let Milligan Communications convert them to DVD for you. VHS, VHS-C, 8mm, or Beta. If they are videotapes, Milligan Communications can do them all. They can also convert 8mm, Super 8, and 16mm film. DVDs would make a great Christmas gift. Call Milligan Communications today, 812-630-2449 for more information.
When you think sporting goods, think no further than All Star Sports in Ferdinand. Custom embroidery, screen printing, team uniforms, sports equipment, and sports apparel and shoes. We have it all. Give Brad a call today at 812-367-1618 or visit them in the Country Plaza Shopping Center in Ferdinand. All Star Sports is open Monday through Friday 10 to 7 and Saturday 9 to 4. All-Star Sports, when you're thinking sporting goods.
Hey everyone, Joey Chestnut here, world champion competitive eater. I follow Southwest Indiana Sports Network, and if you're hungry for sports, you should follow them too.
Follow the Southwest Indiana Sports Network at swisportsnetwork.com or search Roku for our channel at SW Indiana Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Messmer Show. Coach, I'll tell you what, Phil Winkler, Chris Atkins, now David Luska, you've got a great staff.
Absolutely. They're all guys that they truly love the game of basketball. I mean, they do. They're as we've talked about, several times, they're all Forest Park graduates. They know what it's like to be there. They've all taken success. Maybe our staff wouldn't like to hear this, but undoubtedly, I even told our players in open gym this week. I mean, David Lusk was the best player that we've had since, or Drew Howard was the best since David Lusk. I mean, David Lusk was a really good basketball player. He's in our top 25 in scoring. He just knew how to play the game, and that translates as a coach for him 100%. He's a point guard, great leader by example and through his words, and he knows how to lead these young guys. And he's been coaching a couple. He coached 2 years before I had gotten here. But getting him to stay on was big. We're looking for big things from him. I think that he, again, it just comes natural for him. But the more that he does it, he just keeps getting better and better. And he's gonna be really, really good. He already is, but he's just going to continue to get better and better. So, just really happy to have him on board, and he does a great job with our kids. And he just, he's a younger guy too. Despite me being young myself, he's a 2016 graduate, so he's even closer to age to these guys. Obviously, carries himself as an older guy, but he can also be, he can poke fun with those guys, and he just helps keep things light when it's necessary. So he does a great job.
And this week is of course Christmas week, but before we celebrate Christmas, I think you have a little something called the Bobcat of Davies County Classic. Why don't you review that for us?
Yeah, so, I mean, this thing is an absolute gauntlet. We go up to North Davies about an hour and 20-ish, hopefully, minute bus drive one way, and we go back up there Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so 3 straight days. We'll spend, roughly 9 hours on a bus in those 3 days. So, it's what's on our schedule, and we're going to show up and compete. There's no question whatsoever on that. Right out the gates. We got to believe they're number 2 in 3A North Davies, and there's no question. I told our guys, I mean, this is the best team on our schedule. I mean, they are the best team on our schedule. You watch them on film, and when you look like you're making cuts hard on film, in person, they're going to be. I mean, they're just going to be. If you look fast on TV, you're really fast. I mean, I don't know if people have used that expression to you before, but if you look fast on film, then you're going to be quick. So, our guys just have to be prepared to match their speed and the intensity that they play with on both ends of the basketball floor. They run an extended 2-3 zone that we've not seen before. I think it's something that we can try to prepare for, but we can't simulate. I'm not sure how many years he started, but Jalen Mullen, one of the best players around here with his IQ, and then you surround him with the Wilson twins, as well as a couple other guys that are 6'4", 6'5", long, athletic. I mean, it's hard to simulate all of those things those guys have. So we definitely have a big time challenge, right out of the gate. The thing is, of course, I mean, it's different than what anybody else would say. I mean, it is a game that we have nothing to lose. It's a game at their place. They're the favorite. We show up and compete, take care of the basketball, defend and block out and rebound. You never know what's going to happen in a game like that. So hopefully our guys play loose. Not over the top like 22 turnovers against DuBois loose, but play loose and take shots and feel have confidence to hit open shots. So there's no question that we're looking forward to the challenge of playing those guys. I mean, defending state champions, it's going to be, a great experience for our guys, no matter what happens, just to see execution and all of those, length, speed, all of that stuff at that level. It's just part of our journey, I think, in becoming the team that we need to become by March, is to play a team like this that knows what, been there and done that. So really looking forward to that. The bracket kind of goes, if you win, you go to the right. If you lose, you go to the left. So depending on how that first game goes, we would play either Paoli or South Knox. I know that they're both, off to really competitive starts. I believe Paoli's undefeated. South Knox had just lost by a point or something like that to Lagodi, I think. So a couple of really good teams too. And that top side is just, it's unbelievable. I think Brownstown is up there, and they're playing Evansville Christian, who is arguably the best team in 1A. Lagodi, who's the top 5 team in 1A, is playing Blackhawk Christian, who's number 13 in the entire state, regardless of class, as well as, probably, I don't even know if they're ranked in the AP poll number 1 and 2A, but they're the top ranked team in 2A. It's just, no matter what happens, win or lose, for sure that you're going to play 3 really hard games in 3 days. So, again, we're looking forward to the challenge. We're looking forward to seeing kind of, how much it matters to our guys, how engaged they can be for 3 full games. It's going to test us, and mentally, physically, we'll see how much heart we can put into this thing, and hopefully at the end of it, regardless of what, our record is at the end or whatever, hopefully our execution gets better, and I hope that our togetherness gets better. I hope that this bonds us together, and they realize, because I told them before in huddles, there's nobody out here except your coaches and your teammates that can help pull you through this thing. Mom and dad, whoever, they can't come in and make a shot for you or set a screen or whatever. They can't do that. You're all you got, and they're going to figure that out over that, this week's 3-day stretch up there. So I'm hoping that really brings us together, makes us more cohesive.
Well, we invite everybody to make it up to North Davies to watch this Bobcat of Davies County Classic. But if you can't, WQAZ will be live on all these games, and if you can't go to the game, tune in.
Absolutely.
And, Coach, good luck in the tournament.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
And you've been listening to the Drew Messmer Show on the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosmer Communications. We'll see you next week.
This is the most important, amazingest game ever played in the universe. The pitcher is fierce. Danny Roberts is up at bat. And the crowd goes wild. He just won the game. Let's go! Yes!
We protect the car you drive.
Go get him, Danny.
And the dreams that drive you. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.